professional speaker. You speak on customer service kindness. Tell us how you got into that background. What's your background?
My background, I actually started training at Casino Niagara. So I was part of the pre-opening team and had a chance to train 3,500 employees in the first casino in Ontario, which was really cool. And went on to open up all the racetrack slots around the province, doing leadership training, customer service training. And my business took off after that. I have a hospitality background, and one of my first clients is a local one in the area, White Oaks Conference Resort and Spa. And really, they are an amazing organization where I had an opportunity to participate in helping to build their customer service, which is really well known now. They're a top employer, and our programs are recognized. So certainly customer service, and I do a wide range across the country.
So I have to ask, because I know all my listeners are asking, you train 3,500 casino employees. Everybody wants to know what you actually train them in, to beat the customer or to be good to the customer. How did that
You know what, Bruce? It's so funny. Obviously, good customer service. But one of the things that I did when I was there is part of my portfolio was helping them deal with problem gamblers. And so, isn't that great? Anyway, after I left the casino industry, one of my very first contracts was doing problem gambling awareness and education in the community. So it kind of went full circle.
Now, did you have a background in problem gambling, or no, we don't need to go there, right?
No, don't go there.
Oh, that's great. You know what? It's true. So I could give you kudos, even though I didn't know that White Oaks was one of your clients, but I've done a number of events there as a caricature artist. And they are an amazing team to work with. I don't know. I think at least once a year I've got an event at White Oaks. And they are a really good team, very accommodating. And
absolutely. Starts from the top. The owner is amazing. Leadership is phenomenal. And one of the organizations that has one of the longest retentions with hospitality staff too. So great organization.
Yeah, so you've done a good job. So we've established that you have the credibility. So now tell us about your program. So that's your background. So tell us what you do today as far as your business.
So today I'm known as a customer service expert. So I get a lot of calls. But it's funny, Bruce, along with customer service in today's shifting world, I'm doing a lot of work right now on how to deal with difficult customers or difficult people in general. So that's interesting because it brings a lot of the background work that I've done. I also do a lot of team building. So customized skills to do team development can be working together as a team, but it can also be just against developing those skills that are needed to do a great job. I do leadership coaching. So I'm a certified executive coach. And really enjoy, because whatever you do, it starts with that top, right? It starts with the leader, and leaders responsible for certainly walking the talk, setting the standards, and also making sure that you have a great culture to be successful in. So those are my cores.
Your cores. Do you? It's funny. We both know. You probably know Tomer Regev, who's part of CAPS as well. Tomer is. He's been there probably maybe a couple of years or a year, but as long as I have. Anyway, I interviewed him yesterday, and he was he talks on customer service and branding too, is what he does. And his take is that the customer is always right. And I think we can all agree that that's what we want, but you deal with the people at the top. Do they all feel that way? Because a lot of them say that. We all say that because on the website it has to say that customers are number one. But do we really believe that? Do you have a hard time changing the top sometimes? Or
if the top doesn't buy in, you're spending a lot of money that's not going to be you're not going to get your value. The top has to buy in. You talked about White Oaks, for example. The top buys in, they walk the talk. And what that means is there is a service recovery piece that goes in. There's an empowerment for your team. So you can always tell when that leader puts their budget or puts measurement and really invests in it, but also, have to walk the talk. So yes, the customer is always right, even when they're wrong. But it's also um, that doesn't come easy for people, even those skills. So to be able to invest in training and skills development really shows a big commitment and also a payoff.
So your how would you do your process? Would you walk in and you set up workshops for them? Would you do a series of workshops, or is it one keynote where you just say, "Here's what you got to go do it, see ya"?
Yeah.
you know?
I don't generally, the keynote isn't the piece that I do. I come in and I design very customized training. So again, based on what the organization wants, I always do an assessment. Part of what I encourage people to do is you can certainly do a mystery shop, or you can just do a needs analysis. Go in as a customer, see it from the customer's perspective, look at the whole entire process. And it's amazing how, I sometimes customers call me in, clients call me in, and I will do a mystery shop. And it's amazing how many times there's a disconnect between what they think, what skills they believe that they're, apologizing and using empathy statements. Yet clearly, based on the shop, they haven't. So I go in and I do more of an experiential, how it makes the customer feel perspective versus, did they answer the call in 3 rings? That's part of it. But I believe today it's a lot around that experiential piece.